Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get graphics like the ones you see on the screen right now in your Sims 3 game. Now, before I even get into anything, I do want to do a little bit of a disclaimer because I do not recommend that you use some of the stuff that I'm about to show you for your regular gameplay. I mostly would just use this for screenshot purposes. It's really good for getting depth of field and everything, but as you'll see, I'll show you in a little bit. This game really wasn't designed for some of the stuff that they're doing in this mod, so yeah, let's just get right into what you need to download. Alright, so first I'm going to show you how you can get your game to look like this. This is the first step. So it might not look that much different from regular Sims 3, but it definitely is. There's a huge difference. If you haven't played Sims 3 in a while, why don't you just like boot it up and play the vanilla version? It's not great. It's very dark. It's very poor. It's just not well lit. The colors are very bland and disgusting. If you played The Sims 4, it doesn't look anything like The Sims 4. It looks so... I mean, it came out in 2009. It looks pretty bad. So I want to show you how you can get some more vibrant colors. I think it affects the water too. I don't really remember. I know that this is definitely a water preset here. But more vibrant colors and just brighter light so you can actually see your Sims. So the first mod that you're going to want to download is going to be called Environmental Lighting Tweaks. I'm not going to say, stupid numbers. It's on Mod The Sims, so all you have to really do is type in The Sims 3 Environment Lighting Tweaks and you'll find the link pretty easily. So you're going to go in here and you're going to download this file right here. Alright, so when you open it up, you're going to see that you have 4 different folders inside of here. So you're just going to want to go into each. And you can look at the options yourself and just see what you have. I don't really remember exactly what I picked, but from what I see, just read what they say. Like, they're self-explanatory. Lighter water, blue night, all that type of stuff. So you can really do it to your preference, whether you want different water colored, different nighttime colors, I guess. I don't really know what I tried to say here. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I picked, but you need to grab one of each of these, and then you're going to put it in your packages folder, which I will show you where that is. So your packages folder is going to be, it might depend on how you have your game installed and everything. I have mine on a different drive than what everything else is installed on, but it's usually going to be in documents, and then electronics art, The Sims 3, mods, and then packages. So you're just going to take one from each of those 4 folders I showed you, pull one of the files in, whatever one you want, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's going to be in your game. Now, I do want to tell you that if you go back to where mods are, you need to have this file here. Oh yeah, and by the way, I guess I didn't really say this, but the Sims 3 folder does not necessarily come with this mods folder already in. You might have to make it and then make the packages, and then find this, just type in the Sims 3 resource.cfg, you'll find it and be able to download it. You have to have this for any of these packages to work. But yeah, you're just going to pull one of each into here, and yeah, it'll be in your game. So the next mod that you're going to want to download is called Blue Skies and Sunshine Lighting Mod. It's on Burnt Waffles Tumblr. So it's really easy. Just look up Burnt Waffles Lighting Mod and you'll be able to find it. Now, the other one is a lighting mod too. So I'm not sure how these two interact with each other or if you're supposed to put 2 in, but that's what I've done and I got pretty good results. So I think it really only I don't know. They add like different things to the game. It definitely does look different. So they're not just overriding each other. They are working together in some weird way. But I really like the results. So yeah, you're going to go in here and you're going to pick... I use the one with Isla Paradiso water because I think that's just the prettiest water in the game. And if you don't have the town, I'm not sure that you can get that one with the water. So you do need to pick carefully. Make sure that you have whatever, expansion pack you need for it to work. But you're just going to pick whatever one you want and download it. And then you'll open up a folder. Alright, and as you can see, it's a package file, so it's going to be the same exact drill as before. Find wherever your packages file is, or folder is for The Sims 3, and just drag it in there, and then, yep, you're done. Alright, so if you've done everything correctly up to this point, your game should be looking something like this, which is alright. There's not really a lot of texture. I don't think there's a lot of, texture packs for The Sims 3 or anything. Not that I've been able to find. It'd be nice, because stuff like this, are you kidding me? Why? But yeah, it should look something like this. Obviously, your sim is not going to probably look like the sim I have here because I have a custom skin on. She's just drowning in custom content because the Sims 3 base game content, or just vanilla content, I guess, is really disgusting. But yeah, if you've done everything correctly, your game should look something like this. A nice bright blue sky. It's hot outside right now, so you can see the little distortion going on. In the game. It's hot in the game, not in real life. That'd be irrelevant. So, yeah, it should look something like this, and now I'm going to show you how to get it from just looking like this to looking something like what I'm about to show you. So, if you remember, this is what my game looked like when I showed you at the beginning of the video, how we're going to get it to this, and that means we've only got one thing left to do to get it to look like this. Now, this is the part where I'm going to, be disclaiming that I do not recommend this for regular gameplay, and I will show you why right now. So if I hit tab out, and I bring my user interface back up, what I'm about to show you is going to affect the user interface. It adds depth of field, which looks nice for pictures, but it's just not okay for regular gameplay because it's mouse driven. So unless you're highlighting something with your mouse, everything's going to be blurred out, which I don't think looks great. It looks great for like a picture, like that looks awesome. Not really, but just it's not for regular gameplay. So I did want to make that disclaimer really quick. But what I'm going to show you, it's a tool called Riche Aid, and I'm not going to be showing you how to make a preset of your own or anything. I'm just going to show you how to download something. You don't have to install anything, really. I mean, you do have to install it into your game, but it's as simple as dragging a file into your folder, so yeah, it's going to be really simple, and I'm going to show you now. Alright, so what I want to show you is Extra Real Graphics Shader. It's on Mod The Sims. You can just type in The Sims 3 Extra Real on Google, and you'll find the link. It's going to be the first one that you click. So this is what I'm using to make my game get to that finished product that's going to be good for taking pictures, not necessarily for playing the game. So you just go to the Files tab, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Now this is going to be intense for your computer to run, because The Sims 3 is already like the worst optimized game ever in the universe, but then you're adding another workload on top of it because it has to process. It's basically a filter. It's not changing in-game lighting or anything. It's like real-time photoshopping your game, basically, so you don't have to in your screenshots. Now, I'm using the high. I don't really like the ultra because it gets really blown out and gross looking, and also it's just not good for gameplay. But depending on what your rig is, you might want to go with medium. I don't really know. I haven't tested out the medium, but high runs well for me. So you're just gonna, again, open the folder. When you open this one, you're gonna notice that it's different than the other ones that I've shown you. This is not a mod. It's more like an application that's going to change the way your game looks. And you can use this for a lot of different games. This isn't just for The Sims 3. But yeah, it doesn't have any package files, so you're not going to be putting it into the same folder. But I will show you what folder you do need to put it in. It's really simple. You're just going to take this and drag it all into one folder. Alright, so this is the folder that you're going to be dragging it into. Just highlight it all, drag it over in. This is your bin folder. So it depends on where you've installed your game. I installed my game is through Origin. So it's going to be under Program Files, 86. I don't think that matters. But Origin Games, The Sims 3, Game, and then Bin. I've seen a lot of people say that you need to go to the nearest expansion pack or the most recent expansion pack that you've downloaded, but I just have it in my regular Sims 3 game bin, and it works fine. Just wherever your application is, so this is where The Sims 3 is, just drag the files over and they'll go in, and then it's all set. You're ready to go. Now, once again, you might not want this for your regular gameplay because it doesn't look very great, but I'm going to show you a few other tricks that come with this that make it alright to have in your game. Alright, so here we are back in my game. As you can see, all the stuff that I've shown you still applies. The depth of field is a little bit messy. It affects the UI. Everything's a little bit blown out. It's just hard to read, which is why I also have this black UI installed, but that doesn't really matter. It does not change the actual graphics of the game. It's just the interface. But with this specific preset, some presets don't have this. They went ahead and made some hotkeys so you can disable certain things. So the first one is going to be the scroll lock key, and that's going to get rid of a lot of what it is. The other key, I don't know exactly what changes they're making. I just know that if I hit F9, you see how it gets a little bit fuzzier around her face? It's like a grain filter or something. It does definitely change that. Here, I need the highlighter so you can see. And then F7 makes a little bit of a brightening. I like to keep that one on. Now, the biggest problem that I have with this is depth of field. But there's an easy way to get depth of field gone, but to keep everything else that comes with Riche Aid. So you just go into your options. Now, when you want Riche Aid to work, look at this mess. You have to have your edge smoothing turned off. It will not work properly if your edge smoothing is on. However, with this specific preset, I don't know how it works with all presets. If I have edge smoothing on, I can still get a lot of those, color enhancements and stuff without having to deal with depth of field, which is really, really nice. So this is what it looks like when you don't have depth of field, but you have everything else that comes with Riche Aid. I still like to turn F9 or hit the F9 key and make this look a little bit smoother. I don't like the grainy look. But yeah, for the most part, I wouldn't recommend playing with the Riche Aid tool. It's good for if you want to take a screenshot, which is why I have it. I don't really play with it on because it's kind of hard on the eyes. It blows out the UI really bad. Makes it hard to read things. Alright guys, so that was my, I guess, tutorial showing you how to get next-gen, air quotes, graphics in The Sims 3. I think this is the best way to play The Sims 3. Well, maybe not with Riche Aid, but with the lighting mods. Because the graphics are really dated. It came out 10 years ago. And I think this actually looks really nice. Like, if you showed someone a screenshot of the still game, they'd be like, wow, I really want to play The Sims 3 now and figure out how to get it to look like this. Obviously, gameplay itself doesn't look that great with Riche Aid. But, you know, to each their own. If you want to play with Riche Aid, be my guest. Now you know how to. There's, you know, you can download the application yourself if you know how to use Riche Aid and mess with it. Make your own, you know, type of preset. But this is my favorite preset. I think it looks the nicest. It kind of looks like a movie. I don't know. It's cinematic. Anyways, yeah. This was my tutorial. If you enjoyed the video and if you found it helpful, please leave a like.